Okay, back on JVD, Jost Van Dyke. It's a bit of a weird one because this is not the end of the previous work, but the start of the next time down because I forgot to record at the end of it. But first thing in the saloon, floors are down, and that is because under there, most of that work is not done, but finished as far as I can sensibly go for this. Yeah, if I just have a quick look, and if you poke down there, you can see there's water, there's stuff, but there's no engine bearers. It's all sanded back. That is hang on, wobbling, very much where I need it to be for doing the next step, which is going to be starting to template out the engine bearers and to get the engine bay ready for new wood and new fiberglass. So I'm going to have to put a layer of CSM chop strand mat down and float and prep that, and then I'm going to be using marine ply, I think, for the bearers, which I will make a jig from the engine. I'll do some video of that when I'm back home, because there's been good progress going on the engine. Otherwise, we also finally got some, it looks a bit messy, but actually it works very well with these proper window blanks in. We had some leaks, water coming down here from the previous window bit, so yeah, we'll get those done. Then mission one for today will be to get this old gas heater off there. Yeah, that's not decommissioned, that's junk, so that's going. And then working, and this is some work we did last time. Don't know if this, yeah, there we are, it's a bit better. So excuse the shadows, but that's the way it goes, I suppose, with cameras. We've been slowly getting the tile off, and that is one hell of a job. So we need to finish getting the tile off. All of this is going to be gutted, and they've got, leaks from the hatch. We've got that's all just, you can see back there the headliner, side liner is trash, and there's mold and horribleness behind it. So all of this is coming out. All of that's coming out. Head is coming out simply so we can get underneath it, make good the hull, and then this whole area is going to be completely gutted, right back to bare, and started from scratch. So decent job in here. Forward, nothing going on at the moment. We've got all the sails and all the cushions out, so the lockers are open, but they're honestly fine. Not too fussed in here. This is actually the least of my worries, although we will be redoing all of the panels in here, but they're small enough we'll take them home and do those over winter. That'll be a nice little winter project to do. Hatch, you can see how crazed that is, so all the hatches are going to be replaced. So yeah, a decent amount of work to do today. I think this is going to take a lot longer than we think to get all this ripped out, so see how we get on. Alright, video later. Thanks, bye. Just a bit of extra footage so I remember it later on, but hopefully this will come up in the light. But yeah, front, forward, centre window is definitely leaking internally. I know these are all going to be done anyway, but this is just so I can prioritise it. And then the hatch, and as I kind of suspected, this hatch seal is pretty naff, and it's definitely leaking through from here. So yeah, there's some drips coming down from there, so we have to prioritise the hatch. Okay, here we are. So the head is now gutted. Sorry about the light, it's a bit wavy on camera, I don't know if that picks up, but yeah, we've got a wire running down the bulkhead there that needs to come out. I don't know why I've done that. That's for a light in the mid cabin. And then just a load of sanding, cleaning now, and then probably a bit of glass, flow coat, and then build it back up. So yeah, we got very, very well cleaned out. It's just a couple of little panels to go. That's the heater duct for the Ebuscapaka for the forward cabin. Down next to that there are a couple of water pipes, but that'll all be replaced with new. So yeah, that's going to be it. And then if I zoom out, there's another wire there. That hatch is good, just needs resealing, rebedding. We got some fiberglass up there just to neaten up and tidy up. And then over in the corner there's a chain plate that just needs looking at again. So far so good. And Andrea's had a really good clean up in here. We're yeah, got most of the debris out the way, so that's handy. The other little project today was starting really on this, but as with all these types of projects, one thing led to another, and we have damp in the bulkhead here, so that will have to be either replaced or partially replaced, skinned over or something. And then this is going to be, we're going to make, this was a wet locker, always was, but I'm going to neaten up all the wiring, start doing the rewiring from here. And then this is going to be an open top. We'll probably have a little short shelf back there, and then it'll be an open locker so we can just drop things in much easier rather than going in through a really tiny little opening it had before. I also want, if it is a wet locker, things to be able to breathe and dry easily. So that's a bit of a work in progress. We'll likely, we'll keep this semi bulkhead here, but just round over that a little bit. But yeah, kind of work on that area. And then this area here I think is going to be all electrical. So I'm not going to, the way it was before wasn't very good, and we don't need it for what it is. So I will, from behind the hinges here, there'll be a panel going along, and then all behind this will be electrical and yeah, wiring, fuses, circuit breakers, etc. So at the moment they are down here, which as you can see is right by the companionway step, so perfect for getting wet. Heater controls are down there, so yeah, and these are the main battery switches, so yeah, it's all got to be sorted out. So that's been a bit of the work today, but yeah, she's looking better actually already. That's good. Okay, back on JVD. Another decently long weekend. Came on Saturday afternoon, stayed Sunday, and also today's Monday, so finished up today. And the Tyvek suit has been in good use this weekend, and these boxes, a little secret to tell into what I've been doing. So big vac's been down. It has been a messy weekend, and this has been the objective. So this is, or was, the head compartment, is the heads compartment, and it's been stripping all of the old grout from where these, and you can still see a bit in there. That's all grout from where these were tiled with the individual tiles. Still a bit of final cleanup needed, but I haven't got any more belts for the belt sander. They all broke over the weekend. Didn't have enough with me, so yeah, I'll get some more sorted out. Then yeah, the head underneath the headliner, it was mouldy and horrible and manky, so I've made a good dent on that, but to be honest, I need to get myself set up a bit more for doing that one. It's not so easy. There was interesting tidbit. So this head has obviously been converted at some point. This grey one, that's an original bulkhead, and you can kind of see a bulkhead line where that was tabbed in. Hard to see under the light, but all the way up and then across the top as well. And it was just messy there. There was lots of really bad. You can kind of see a little bit, just some flaky, manky fiberglass that just needed grinding out and redoing. So yeah, and then I've got this sort of, they did 99.9% of it and then missed the last 0.1%. So I need to cut that out and sort that out, because under here we're going to make a shower tray. It's going to drop in fiberglass shower tray, and then or a wood, but then coated in fiberglass shower tray. The bottom of this bulkhead, so this is just silly things that people do, but this grout line stops just there, and then below that is damp because it had no water protection on it because it wasn't tabbed in properly. So yeah, a bit random, but I need to sort that out and seal that. So let it dry and see what we can do. And then, you know, for the life of me, I can't figure out for love nor money why they did this. But this wobbly, horrible, skewed line was where someone chased a wire. You can see the wire. Someone chased a wire in for the light that's on the other side of that bulkhead. So yeah, that's been fun. We found that when we were getting rid of the tiles, and now I need to figure out what to do with that. So yeah, bit of fun. But yeah, it's, you know, believe it or not, in the state it looks, it's 10 times better than it was, so that's great. And I've done some fiberglassing. First time, long time. I haven't done fiberglassing for years, so pleased to say that went well. And it's been about 30 or so minutes, and you can feel it, you know, it's all kicked off nicely. So no voids, you know, you can see I'm quite pleased with that. I took my time and probably used a bit too much resin, but it's come out really nicely. And those are the 3 holes, because we're going to relocate those. So I've got a few layers to do on the other side, but yeah, it was good to get it done on this side. So I've used 450 CSM, and I probably just need 300 because the 450 is really heavy duty. So I need to maybe do a bit more research and see what I need, and then I've got my little setup here. So I'll get some more resin now. I know this is going to work, and then make sure I've got enough of the different kinds of mat that I need. But yeah, heads done, and that's been mainly it. Not a lot else. There's some wiring mess in there. I've started the wiring, but it's kind of like a pet project when I get bored with everything else. And look, just see how much dust got created. Dust on that shelf and dust down there. And there is dust everywhere. Nothing much you can do. It is what it is. So yeah, she's working. I need to get back down in the engine bay soon. I'm going to do so what I didn't show, sorry, get down here. So on this aft end, we're going to do a full layer of chop strand mat all the way down there. So we're going to cover all of that, and then it will eventually get flow coated so that that's all nice. And then I'm going to do the same in the engine bay before I start doing the engine bearers. So I'm going to do I've got to go in there, do some more grinding and finish that, and then it's the same full layer of probably just of CSM, and then start getting the engine bearers ready to go in. So that'll be a project coming up soon. That's where we are for today. Hello, it is February the 8th, and I'm back on JVD for the first time this year. And we need to get that name changed soon. So, a little bit of action today. So to catch up, firstly, a couple of things. The light, hopefully, so that hopefully should help us with some light in here. That is going to be the jig for the engine bearers. I brought it down today with a hopeful idea of getting that kind of just laid in there to see what that was going to look like, but ran out of time, and I haven't gone down in the bilge today at all. What have I been doing then? So here there was a drinks cabinet. You can see where the drinks holder is. And there's some of the really beautiful, stylish, God knows how old 70s, 80s, 90s tiles. So that was started as a fairly simple, can I get the interior out? Was no, everything had to come off, but that's okay. So now we got really good access, and then I've cut at the very back there, that wood went all the way to the hull, which is great, apart from the fact there's electrical conduit underneath it running all the way forward. So I had to get access to that somehow because I need to chase in new wires. So yeah, made it relatively simple. So when we build this out, we'll do paneling in front of that, so it'll hide it all. It'll be lovely. And I'm going to insulate the hull back there as well. 2 of the windows are in. Might have seen that from last time, maybe not. But Keltrage. Hard to see on here because I've been fiddling with it, but there is a leak. So one of the windows I've done has leaked, so I need to look into what the cause there is. I think I used the wrong sealant. I used Harboursil 1096 and it's acrylic on aluminium, and I believe 1096 is for glass. So yeah, hey ho. Or it could just be a bad install job, who knows, but I need to sort that out anyway. But still got all the other windows to do, so won't be the end of the world. This hatch up here, we've got leaks everywhere, monumental leaks. Got leaks, another good reason for taking this off, got leaks from the track, Genoa track screws. Hardly, you know, surprising, but all of the deck fittings need doing. That was on the list anyway, but yeah, with the rain it's just, so this thing, I got to figure something out for this. We've got to make, it's just dripping continuously, and that's just with a little bit of light rain in the air. The head, nothing, no progress on this, but I have got leaks here as well. So I need to finish off the last little bits, get that out and make that watertight. So I'll put probably just a piece of plywood over that. I did, can't really even see it because it's so dark, but I have fitted one fuse box, and then been working out starting to work out electrical layout, the new electrical layout. And a big job that came up, which was on a previous one, was the bulkhead. So this is the rotten, soggy bulkhead, and if you see here, that is not even wood anymore, it's just mush. So yeah, started to cut that out, you know, cut it out, just remove the soggy fiberglass, soggy wood with the fiberglass little skin on the each side of it. So that's fine. We'll cut that back to good wood, and then make that all good, sort that out, and then finish off the wet locker. Gonna do a nice little curved edge on here, whoop, little round over, that'll be nice. Get some edge trim on it, sorted, he says. What else? That's about it for today. I've only been here a few hours. It's a horrible time of year because you leave at 6:30 in the morning, you get here and it's light, but not that light, and cold. You get a few hours of work done and then it's home again. So yeah, roll on summer, but I suppose everyone's saying that. Right, that's it for today. I am leaving. Thanks.